It's starting to become abundantly clear that MAGA voters just cannot partake in any sort of actual factual conversation about anything. You can you can explain like five different easily provable facts. You can bring them all up, and they will just ignore it. No, no, CNN talking points. It's CGI. like, um, and then it's like, well, what about when he told everybody to get bleach injections or hand sanitizer injections to fight COVID? I forget exactly what it was because it was so stupid and he made America look so dumb on the world stage. He literally said that shit on TV. He had a doctor right there. Before he went on stage, he could have asked that doctor, hey, what do you think of hand sanitizer injections? And maybe somebody would have told him, hey, that sounds dumb as shit. Do not say that in front of the cameras, you know? But no, no. He says this shit out of his own mouth. It's so easy to find. I even have the video of it, right? And no, these people will not engage in any of that. They will just rebuttal you with a blanketed statement. Just no, that's fake news. What's fake news? The fact that we've had like what 7 or 8 plane crashes since Elon fired the air traffic controllers, and before this we had an airplane crash maybe once every 10 years. Like it would be a big story when an airplane crashed because it didn't happen very often. And now all of a sudden we have, what, 6, 7, 8? I don't even know how many we're up to at this point. They don't want to argue that, right? They will just skip right over that like you didn't say anything to them at all. And I try to make this as simple for them as possible. Like these are things that you can very easily look up, right? We can't really argue about how many plane crashes we've had this year. So it's all just crickets. They will not engage. They won't. They will not engage in any sort of reasoning, any sort of logical conversation about facts. That they just they'll rebuttal you with some blanketed statement about bullshit. That's ultimately what it is. These guys actually think Elon is looking out for them. Really, Elon's looking out for you. He wouldn't piss on fire to put you out. He thinks you are beneath him. And what, like, Elon's this genius, but all of a sudden when he's doing Nazi salutes on stage, oh, well, then he's just a confused guy with Tourette's, or he's autistic, or, well, which one is it, dude? Which one is it? Is he your genius savior that's looking out for you? Or is he some idiot with Tourette's dropping swastikas on stage and just not knowing what he's doing? Because you can't have it both ways. But they don't even want to get into the weeds on that. Ultimately, these people will be remembered as the dipshits in history that stood shoulder to shoulder with straight up Nazis and fascists and people with some of the most horrible belief structures in America. Just really the worst of the worst of the scum. There's a reason why Trump couldn't denounce the Proud Boys. Well, I don't know who they even. I don't know anything about that. But really, really, you shouldn't be allowed to be president if you can't recognize a hate group like that. Trump might as well have stood up there and said, well, I don't know anything about the Ku Klux Klan. I really don't know what they stand for. So, I don't want to talk about it because I just don't know. Well, then, dipshit, you shouldn't be president. And the fact is, he couldn't denounce those nasty, racist pieces of crap because he needed their shitty vote. And that is, I don't want to say it's a majority of MAGA, but it's a good 37% of them, probably, just off the top of my head. That is pathetic. I could never associate with a party that has that high of a concentration of people like that. I could never stand shoulder to shoulder with them. Yeah, And everybody that voted for Trump, if you're a triple Trumper, I'm sorry, I I don't think there is any way of saving you. The brain worms are so deep. I hope you enjoy your Tesla truck, your $120,000 Nazi built piece of shit that gets stuck in a goddamn puddle. But that's what these people are into, right? They just like the bravado. It's all bark, no bite, and that's what they go for. The ultimate con artist hype man. And again, this is why they can't actually argue with any facts. And then when you try to engage with them and they can't dispute any damn thing that you have said at all because it's all very easily, provable, they go running to go get their friends. Bro, you got to read this comment. Right, because you don't have a rebuttal for shit. So now you need to go get your little MAGA friends so that a bunch of you can try to, I guess, I don't know, roast me. I'm gonna get roasted by a bunch of racist pieces of shit. Like I really care about any goddamn thing all four of you can muster. Um, yeah, and honestly, and here's the thing. They're not actually arguing about any of the facts. This is just gonna be um, them pretty much just trying to call me names. That's what it is. And these are not creative people. Like, if I wanted to stoop down to their level, I could make them and their mamas cry. But you know what? I am better than that. I really am. So I try to just actually stick to some facts. And at the end of the day, I guess the only thing we can really ask these people is, did you get your hand sanitizer injection like your president told you to do? Because maybe some of these people really did inject bleach or hand sanitizer, and that is why they are. I don't want to use the R word, but these people have problems, right? Anyway, it's just getting worse. This is bad. Um, there are countries, democratic countries, that don't want to consider us a democracy anymore. And it's also clear as day that Donald Trump has been licking Putin's ass every single time he gets a chance. When I ask these people about it, they don't want to engage in that. They look over that so quick. It's just crickets, right? Like they can't even say no. No, Donald Trump doesn't lick Putin's boots because it's clear as day. So, no, that's just all fake news. Oh, oh, okay. Just, the 12 different facts that you just dropped, just all of that's just fake news. You must be regurgitating what your CNN masters are telling you to say. I don't even watch CNN. A lot of the stuff that I'm getting, I watch Trump say it. I'm just going off of what the guy says himself. I watch the Trump interviews, I watch the Trump videos. Everything that I know about Trump is coming from him, from the stupid horse's orange dumb mouth. That is where I get all of my information from. And then I fact check what Trump says. I don't even need to watch CNN, right? I know I'm looking at a grifter, loser, piece of crap that sold us out. And when I ask these people, you honestly think Elon Musk is looking out for your best interests? The first people that he fired were all people that, worked for government agencies that had open investigations into his businesses. Crickets. They got nothing to say about that. Crickets. What? No. No, no, no. It's all about efficiency. Um, yeah, it's all about efficiency, even though Trump wastes more money than anybody as a president. He spent more money than Biden, and that's without COVID. That's if we take like COVID money out and COVID relief money, Trump still outspent Biden. And some of these idiots are actually thinking that, our deficit's going to go down. No, it's only going to go up. It is only going to go up. And even when it does, and you bring it to these people's attention, they're not going to have shit to say about it. It's just going to be more crickets. And then they'll just start calling you names. It is so pathetic. I wish we could talk and reason to these people. I don't think we can. I think the only thing we can do is just shame these people for the cowardly dumbasses that they are. Yeah, I mean, Elon's really going to save you. He's doing all of this for nothing, right? What these people don't understand is when you have somebody like Elon that can get away with everything, and he has these businesses, what do you think they're going to do when there's no EPA, when there's nobody to fine him or stop him from doing any illicit, illegal shit that could, well, I don't know, maybe poison a water supply? Do you know how much waste Tesla and SpaceX make from all of their projects? Do you honestly think he's paying a lot of money to get rid of that waste properly? Not if there's nobody there to make sure that they're doing that. So, these people, they don't have anything to say until they lose the farm, until it's their water supply that's getting poisoned by a Tesla factory. Maybe then they'll have something to say. I don't know. They're still just more worried about owning the libs. Anyway, another 3 years of this shit. Let's hope we can make it. Although on a positive note, Elon is leaving the White House, and Trump is throwing him under the bus for a bunch of shit now. He's done his job. He went in there, he got rid of all the people that could potentially be a thorn in his business, and got rid of all the air traffic controllers. And I mean, what's done is done. He made every cut that he possibly could with that stupid chainsaw of his. Yeah, the guy that pretends to be good at video games and literally hires people to play on his game account so he can try to take credit for it. Yeah, that guy's out there working for you and trying to make things better for you. He's doing it all for free, because Elon's a billionaire, so money's worthless to him. He just wants to make America better for him and his. Oh wait, that's right. His family's not even over here. His Nazi mama is back over in Africa. And yeah, that wasn't a Nazi salute that he did on stage. He's just a autistic idiot that didn't know what he was doing up on that stage. Or maybe he took too much ketamine that day. Yeah, pick and choose. Pick and choose whichever excuse you want to give a dipshit like that. When you actually listen to Elon talk, he sounds dumber than a box of rocks. Yeah, just so much of the shit that he says sounds so stupid, but these idiot lapdogs, they eat that shit up. And yet, none of them are buying Teslas, right? These are all roughneck fools that drive Ford pickup trucks and get 8 miles a gallon, right? And as a result, well, we can see Tesla's value just in the toilet. How many billions of dollars did he lose? But you know what? You can't even argue that with these people, right? You could tell them, look, Tesla's value is in the toilet right now. Oh, you're just regurgitating CNN, whatever. Like, no, dude, we can check these numbers. These numbers don't lie. Well, they don't need to lie. I'm not going to look at them. This is like the level of stupidity that we are dealing with. And my goodness, I really hope America makes it out of this. Yeah. I guess all I can do is sit back and laugh at the expense of our country being torn apart by absolute dipshits. Yeah, I'm trying to. I'm trying to at least have a chuckle at this because you do have to find a way to cope with this bullshit. Like, our country is falling apart and there's nothing you can do about it. And let's see, one of this guy's, Dane Miller here, one of his top comments is, Trump's doing exactly what I want him to do. Good. Burn it all down. Really, bro? Burn it all down? because America was so terrible, right? The number one country in the world is so bad for you that you want to just burn it all down. That is a cope, ladies and gentlemen. That is a um, you having to take a bite of a shit sandwich and you pretending that it tastes good. No, this is what I wanted. I wanted to eat the shit sandwich. I love what's happening. It's great. This is exactly what I wanted. No, I wanted to wreck my car. Yeah, I drove it. I drove it into the side of a building on purpose. I wanted to do that, guys. Yeah. This is seriously the cope that these people are coming up with. No, no, this is exactly what I wanted. Burn it all to the ground. This is what I voted for. Right, you didn't vote for lower grocery prices or any of the bullshit lies that Trump told you. You literally voted to destroy our country because, the number one country in the world, it's so bad here that we need to destroy our government. Here's the thing, our system was working, and the proof's in the pudding. We're the top country in the world, or at least we were. How could you want to burn that down? We had a working system. So no, I'm not buying that. That is the cope. These people pretending that this is exactly what they wanted are so full of shit. They're probably sitting in Trump's diaper.